Hey, what's going on? Me and Goddess over here just chilling. Hey, I don't know what's up with her. Oh, look who on my TV. Mm, yeah. Um, this is what I'm working on tonight. Little rib chicken, little dressing. So is. Over here getting ready to tear it up. Put me a little. I had me some honey barbecue sauce in there. Put me a little bit of that on there, and I'm ready now. I couldn't do it all in church, y'all. I couldn't do it in church, and then I came home. I had two chicken breasts, and I said, "Well, let me share, half of the other one with little Goddess." I said, "Let me share the other little half with little Goddess, right?" I brought half in here, went back in the kitchen, walked back in here 2 minutes later, and wasn't nothing on her plate. This her plate, y'all. Went back in there, gave her the other plate, cut it up and put it back. I don't even think I got out the door. She was back up in her lounge and she done ate up some stuff. I guess she said, you ain't give me nothing on, you ain't even drop me nothing on the floor at that party. I didn't take her around the food. I let another young lady, I asked her, would she fix my plate? I would walk behind her and show her what I wanted because that's one thing I don't do. I don't let Goddess in my kitchen. And usually we have more young people that'll come to you and just say, I got your plate, you know, what you want, and, whatever. But anyway, she did. So I ended up sitting over. The Goddess was looking up at me, because I put her on the floor because, I didn't want nobody to know who my date was right away. Honey, they was waiting though, see who my date was. My date was a date with my daughter, Goddess. They say, bring your children. So I took Goddess with me. And then everybody doesn't know the secret now that Goddess be in church and they don't even know Goddess be in church. So I got sold out on that. They want to know why she don't never bark. You catch her at home. Catch her at home. Catch her at home. Yeah, she was barking when we got in. I didn't come back here with her. I was taking some stuff out the back of my bag on my wheelchair. And she started barking. I'm like, what is you barking at me for? Ain't nobody been near the door, no nothing. And she was excellent in church. No complaints. She even rolled behind me. She rolled on my lap. She rolled because she little enough for me to scoop my butt back on her. And she be warm too. She was better behaved than the children was, let's say that. Our pastor even had to tell a bunch of them to stop horse playing. But see, you don't take your kids out and you got to see them because everybody else can see them. You got to see if they're being misbehaved and need to be reeled back in. But I ain't never had that problem. I didn't have that problem with my son, and I didn't have that problem with his girls. They were not like that. They knew how to go. If they, I took them to somebody's house or something like that, they would sit down. I let a horse playing. Hell, I didn't see them sit in a funeral and do their nails. But yeah, and they wasn't that, what, 3 or 4, 4 or 5. But anything they got to do to keep them quiet, because you got to give a kid something. In an adult situation, you have to give them something to keep them occupied. And kids get bored fast. I mean, they was flipping and doing flips on the floor. And one little girl, she was running and ran right in the back of my wheelchair. I'm like, Lord. But we had a blast. I know everybody had a blast. The only thing that I wish is that one Sunday that we could get all those people that we seen at that Christmas party that we ain't seen all year to just come one Sunday. Everybody, all the members show up on one Sunday. I know it would be standing room only, but just to show Even when you coming in and out of the church for whatever reason, when you come back, you always welcome, As it's been a lot of them done. It's one, she kept coming back. She kept getting herself together and coming back, active in the church and everything. But some people just so lost and they can't help it. They want to do better, but mentally they just can't do no better. And she kept coming back, saying, look, I wouldn't come back and lie. Like, look, I just went off the track. And I guess she finally gave up because I don't see her no more. But they love hugging and kissing too. We don't do all of that after COVID. We used to have a few moments, like 10 to 15 minutes before service started, and you just go around and talk to everybody and just, hug and whatever before the service. And pastor, he come down and he, go around and talk to everybody. But after COVID, they ain't doing that no more. They ain't even doing our little prayer thing no more. And I wish they would bring that back. And that's at the after service. He always did a prayer line. And you could just go up and get prayer. And he touched each and every one. So I wish they would bring that back. But other than that, I had an awesome time today. And all I kept doing was saying, this ain't going to be no different than Queen Anne's. We just ain't going to have no cussing music, and we ain't going to have no liquor. And that's just what it was. Everybody had a ball. And even those that couldn't get up, and folks like me who shouldn't have got up because I can't breathe. Honey, when I was over there trying to dance and show out, honey, I started instantly having a breathing attack. I had to go right over there and get that inhaler, honey. I tell them, it ain't that I can't walk, it's I can't breathe. I did that little bit and it tired me out. I remember I used to stay on the dance floor. So I'm seasoned, so I understand. I ain't got it like I used to. But I'm glad that I was real impressed of the amount of young folks that we do have in our church, and they are active with different committees and things like that. I mean, they got all kinds of things. That age group, the heavy set y'all seen got out there and started doing that. Her and a couple of other women, and the Caucasian. Well, no, that's the mother. That was the mother. She came out by herself to the Christmas party. She didn't bring the kids. Mm. Okay. But anyway, they got a little group thing they got, and it's just like for young folks that have been through things or whatever, they play games, board games, chess. As I know this week, Pastor said, I'll be there. Y'all just have me some snacks. But yeah, they real active, and I love that. Seeing a bunch of young folks, and then even the older young folks is trying to mentor the younger young folks, and I love that. And they challenge them too. And our church, it has no color to it. We got a couple, a whole lot more Caucasian members, but they just, just like the black ones, people come in and out of church. They may be there a while. Some don't go nowhere, but some have other problems. I know I used to pull away from the church. I told y'all I ain't no beggar when I'm, dealing with God. I just be asking for the strength to just, carry me through. But I had stopped pulling away from the church when I was going through things. And I had worked with Pastor's sister. If y'all seen the lady going down the line with the blonde hair, that's Pastor's mother. And then his sister and I used to work for a company together. And, back then I wasn't really going to church and things. I was going through some things. Anyway, I was going through some things. And she was telling me, she said, that ain't the time, for you to pull away. That's when you stay home and you come, because then you got somebody, you got people you can talk to. You got your pastor that's going to pray for you, She said, you need to come home and be home to heal. And every time I think about when that devil try to take me and try to make me sick and all of that, that ain't gonna stop me from going. Mm-mm. That is not gonna stop me from going. If I don't feel good, I don't have to go. I don't have to be there every Sunday. I do that by choice. Some people got jobs, they can't come every Sunday. I know back in the day, I couldn't come every Sunday. If it was overtime, God got to know I'm trying to go get us some money. I'm going to go to work on Sunday and make that overtime. Some of it, within my ties. hmm But we had a ball. I just said I'm playing Queen Anne's tonight. This Queen Anne's tonight, y'all. But I'm just in a different house. I got an invitation from God, not the devil. I had a ball. Just seeing the young folks is just excited me. Just seeing them just have their self a good time. And on a Friday night, even the teenage girls and boys, they wasn't out in the street. They was in church. I can't get into this movie. I don't know why. But anyway, Goddess seemed like she had a good time. She came over here, and I don't know how she got up here, because this is my spot when I'm in here. Hey, get in your chair. Get in your chair. Here, get in your bed. That's what you're using for. Come on, because you're not sleeping up here with me. Go ahead, Goddess. Get down there. Get down there. Come on. Go ahead. There you go. Good girl. Ain't sleeping with me. Mm-mm. That's supposed to be. Get down there, Goddess. Don't do that. You know better. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You better play with one of them damn teddy bears. What you hopping up for? You better care. You was just sleepy, so sleepy before till you heard me talking on here. You was sleepy. Go, 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 go. Lay down. Go on back to sleep. See, I cut this light on too, so that's my fault. I feel knocked out. Well, my dressing is right on point. I had it with cornichon yesterday. I got it with fried chicken today and some ribs. When I fall out, I'm falling out. Ain't that right? We sleeping in the morning because we got a busy day. Oh, and I'm geeked, y'all. Look what I fixed. I fixed it. It my back, the back thing where the charger go. I had to bend it over. I guess it had been, I don't know, for me moving it probably and yanking it and forgetting that I got it still on charge. But I got my speaker working, so it's on tomorrow. From the time I wake up till the time I go to bed, I got my music. That's my two-star station. That's my keep 'em woke up station. That's what I play. I start playing it at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I cut it off about 6. If you only knew. My upstairs neighbor, she does not sit down at all. She gonna be up probably about, she gonna wake up, I guess maybe she done took a little nap about 2 a.m. this morning, and it goes back until 2 a.m. the next morning. She might lay down an hour or two. That's when, you might get an hour or two out of a day of not hearing moving, like if she moving furniture from room to room every day. I don't know what she doing up there. I ain't seen the husband in a while. I don't know, he might be up in the refrigerator. Water just dripping down here. I ain't saying nothing. I told him, y'all come back next week, honey. Don't go up there and say nothing to her. She cray-cray. Real cray-cray. And I think they got me. This was like I used to tell Richard about the gas station. I told him he had the dewdrop in because everybody came there and just drank coffee and everything. And then the homeless, they every week we found different people that didn't even live in the neighborhood. I guess they say, yeah, they generous up there on the hill. You need to go up there. Um, they may stay up there 2 weeks, get themselves together, get them something to eat, some clothes, and go back where they come from. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't. People used to be more generous and not as selfish as they are now. I see we have a lot of selfish people now. People, they ain't willing to share. They willing to spend on themselves, but they not willing to share. Any means necessary, they'll try to use somebody else's fund before, if they can, before they use theirs. And so I was telling him, cuz today, it's, I know I've been blessed because I've been out here since I was 17 years old and I ain't had to ask nobody for nothing. I'm 62. hmm And I didn't move out with no babies. I didn't move out on no welfare. He never had a welfare check. Wish I could have, because I would have. No Section 8. No food stamps. My son couldn't get free lunch. He had to pay to catch the bus. So I ain't never get no break on it. I didn't get Section 8 when I moved out on my own since at 17, because back then you had to have a kid. They had 15 to 16-year-olds being emancipated, honey. They done got out there and get them belly fools, and the mama say, whatever. You ain't staying here with no baby. I'll sign anything. I would never do if I had a daughter, I wouldn't do my daughter like that. But then too, I'd be just like I was with my son, just straight up and honest. Hey, I give you your birth control. And I think he did fairly good. He was in his 20s when them kids was born. He wasn't no 16, 17, 18 years old. I always told him ain't nothing gonna hurt to double it up. Here, hit some more in case you shout. Keeping it real. I ain't take my mama no babies home until I was grown. Don't you bring me no babies home until you grown. I was 24 when he was born, and 17 days later, I was 25. Because, see, my mama didn't have to tell me to go get no birth control. All I know was I wasn't going to take my mama no baby home. I had that much sense. She sent me out there with that much sense. And and I didn't have no mother that harped on, don't you go out there and get pregnant, because she knew I was smart enough. I was too busy working. Yeah, they was having babies. Hell, they grandkids is my kid, my son. Shit, they was so young out there doing it. They told me I couldn't get no Section 8 apartment. Couldn't get no apartment in projects because I ain't had no baby. My rent was $146 a month. That was the hardest $146 to make sure it was paid. And I didn't pay it for a year. Because I got laid off my job 3 months after I got my apartment when I was 17. I don't know, I guess they look at me, knew even them little 3 to 4 months that I paid my rent, I was always on time. They checked my credit. I was 17, had already established some credit because that's how I bought the furniture. I had to go in the apartment. So they could tell I was responsible. All I had to do was tell Glow, come on and sign off on this for me. Hmm. She knew I was ready because hell, I hadn't been home. I left home at 15. That's because we moved over in North Side and it was like deserted over there. Really deserted. And the funny thing is I don't remember it being like that because my uncle owned an ice cream parlor, 39 flavors of ice cream when they first built in Northside, tried to have a little mall, a little strip mall. And he invested in it. And, black folks don't know about no 49 flavors of ice cream coming in the parlor and eating it like they on Happy Days. Come on, you in the black neighborhood. Could be real now. So anyway, you had, few other areas would come down and come, but this is a predominantly black neighborhood that's surrounding the strip mall. And the stuff y'all got in the place across the street had the 39 favorite flavors of popcorn. They had, my favorite was the pet store. I done went up there and wanted everything. First I wanted the turtle. I'm scared of turtles, but I wanted one of them little quarter turtles. Uh, um, they got it for me. Hmm. And it eventually died because they got tired of feeding it and I wasn't feeding it and they didn't have time. They was working. I was running the street up there with Granny and stuff and shit. The little turtle died. Then I came home and they used to take me up there while they worked and I get bored. So that's how I went. I used to go to the stores and just and talk to the store people and stuff because sometimes I went with my mother and sometimes I went with my aunt Hun because my aunt Hun worked up there too. As finally my uncle got smart and just say, hey, I'm being ripped off. I might as well bring my family in here. Hell, they gonna practically work for free. These duck pluckers I got in here for sure was getting you. So anyway, that started working out. But they just wasn't ready for it. And it was a nice little area. It was really nice. But I used to go around there, watch them. What was that? The monkeys like the grapes and stuff. And I go around there and they let me feed them grapes and stuff. And then I wanted me a monkey. My parents them thought I lost my mind. A monkey. A monkey? Yeah, I wanted a monkey, y'all. It was just anything I seen. And I don't know. Y'all got to realize now, during that time, I was the only child. Yeah, I was the only child then. No, I wasn't. Tracy was born. Tracy was born, I think, when that thing was up there. She was young. But I don't know anyway. I don't know why I wanted a pet monkey, just because I seen it. Like I said, seen anything else that I didn't need. I just wanted it. If y'all see this dog, y'all ain't going to believe it. People won't even believe me. I'm going to try to get her. Hold on. Now, why you wake up? I ain't want you to wake up. I was trying to take a picture of you while you was asleep. You going to take your shirt off or you going to keep it on? Con, I'm going to leave you alone. Go on back to sleep. I ain't going to be on here much longer so I can cut that light out. And see, I be eating the dressing and that dressing be done swollen, fill me up on don't be done ate no meat. I did eat some chicken though. But Goddess don't care. Goddess say don't eat none of it. Don't eat the rib. Don't eat none of it. I got you. I can't believe you ate no whole. And these big chicken breasts, these ain't no little bitty. When these them big huge ones, she ate a whole one. Greedy, man. You greedy. Yeah, I think I'm spoiling you too much with the little specials. hmm You eating more table food than you are the dog food. Is that why you ate all that stuff like that? Cause you nibbled on the dog food today? Hmm. So it's quiet out here, but that's okay. I got 30 people watching, and I got 5 likes. And this is what I'm gonna tell y'all though. We are so close to 1K. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. I think it's what? I don't know how many people it is, but it ain't many. So if you don't mind, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It ain't nothing but an old lady over here having fun. Living the best life that I can. Because we don't never. Come on, man. Not tonight. I guess it's going to be a music night for me. Ain't nothing on TV. See, I thought you was going to stay up with me. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. So, see, I did all that special stuff, gave y'all that chicken and stuff for you to stay up with me and keep me company. But you done ate and you done got lazy. Because I done seen you down there twice dozing off. You're not up here. This ain't your spot. And I told you when you look at me like that, don't mean mug me. She look at me dead in my eyes. I tell her she be mean mugging me. That's what we used to call it as a kid, mean mugging. Ain't nothing on TV. This is sad. See, yeah, they do this so everybody have to get that cable. And then here, you even got a package. You have to buy, when you buy the cable, you have to pay for the free channels in with your packet. The free channels we get free. I'm like, that's crazy. It'll be a music night, I guess. Or find me some of them fatal attraction things and look at them. I know Monday night it's gonna be it'll be Married to Medicine night. Now this might be just a little something. So I'm gonna go see what this about. I done talked about. I know y'all got me on that one because y'all know I don't do that talking to myself. Yeah, I don't do that talking to myself. No.